Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maddy Dwyer. I'm a policy analyst at the Center for Democracy and Technology on the Equity and Civic Tech Project. And our project focuses on the responsible use of data and technology, including AI, of government agencies. So there's a lot of questions about the best way to regulate AI at all levels of government, especially within the last few weeks. But today I will be talking with you about state actions to regulate government use of AI and what policymakers can do to learn from and improve upon these efforts in 2025. To date, states have taken action to regulate the use of AI both in the private and public sectors through legislation. In the last legislative session, the National Conference of State Legislatures estimated that there were over 450 AI-related bills proposed. Again, for this talk, I will only be focusing on the public sector, which has largely gotten little attention in the current analysis of state regulatory efforts. And why will this be my focus? AI use by government in the delivery of public benefits and services can be especially high risk in nature due to the direct outcomes it can have on individuals and families' access to critical government services. An example to illustrate this was in Michigan. The state's unemployment insurance agency used an AI system to identify fraudulent unemployment applications, but due to problems with the system's design, nearly 40,000 Michigan residents were wrongly accused of benefits fraud, forcing some to file for bankruptcy as a result of the faulty charges. On the public sector front, states have taken two primary routes to AI regulation, one being legislation, the second being executive orders. During the 2024 state legislative session alone, our analysis at CDT showed that state legislatures introduced over 40 bills specifically focused on public sector uses of AI, and at least 16 states have passed legislation on government use of AI. And 13 states and DC have issued executive orders that address public agencies' use of AI. These bills and executive orders have come from a very diverse set of states, such as California, Virginia, Maryland, and Alabama. Across all of these regulatory measures, we saw common trends, such as acknowledging the potential harms of AI use in the delivery of public services and mandating risk management practices. The second one that we saw was prioritizing AI governance and planning prior to AI implementation, such as through the creation of task forces or hiring or appointing chief AI officers. And lastly, another common trend was suggesting pilot projects as a starting point for identifying beneficial use cases of AI in government. Our analysis of current state efforts helped us identify 5 components of responsible AI governance that state policymakers should consider to ensure that implementation of AI in the delivery of public services aligns with the very mission of government, to serve constituents in ways that improve their lives and protects individuals' privacy and civil rights. The first key component was documenting and disclosing AI use cases. To build trust with constituents and ensure adequate internal and external visibility into the scope of government AI use, agencies should document how AI is being used and how it's being evaluated and tested, disclosing this information publicly through mechanisms such as AI inventories. The second is establishing risk management practices for high-risk uses. Use of AI in the delivery of public services carries significant risk due to the sensitive data used and the consequences of potential errors. As such, government agencies should assess whether particular use of AI impacts individuals' rights or safety, and if so, take steps to mitigate potential risks using mechanisms like pre- and post-deployment monitoring. The third is prioritizing consultation with the public in impacted communities. Hearing directly from experts and impacted groups strengthens public trust and ensures that government use of AI is directly responsive to the needs and concerns of the people they serve. This consultation should happen throughout the design, development, and use of an AI system. The fourth key component is providing notice and appeal. Individuals deserve to know when an AI system plays a role in their interactions with government services and consequential decisions made about their access to public benefits. Government should notify individuals when they interact with or are impacted by AI and provide an avenue for individuals to appeal AI-driven decisions. And the final key component is ensuring human oversight and training. As we know, AI systems aren't perfect and left on their own could make significant erroneous decisions about a person's access to public benefits, underscoring the need for effective human oversight strategies. A key starting point for having effective human oversight is to train staff that use or oversee systems about the appropriate uses of AI, including potential risks. So to conclude, though my analysis and conversation today has been focused on states, these key components of responsible AI governance are important for all levels of government and government service providers alike. No matter what side of AI you may work on, starting with these principles can allow us to shape AI tools and systems that improve people's lives while affirming their civil rights and civil liberties. Thank you.